This is incredible. Monemvasia, Greece. Yassas Kalispera, good afternoon. Today is Saturday, May 17th, 2025, currently 73 degrees Fahrenheit, that is 23 degrees Celsius. I think this little village is called Talanta, and I am driving on my way from Peloponnese Island, took the short ferry ride from there to the mainland, and then about an hour's journey driving from there to Monemvasia. Monemvasia is supposed to be one of the most incredible cities in Greece, and I've wanted to visit it for years, so looking forward to it. Just a ways down the road. So I just was on my way through this village, and then it just looked like the classic old crumbling Greek village, and so I decided to stop, take a quick look, poke around a little bit, show the old traditional life. I did see one person here, but only one. So this is the reality of a lot of the Greek villages, is slowly but surely crumbling away. New car there. And so I saw this sign up here that I'm not sure what it means, but that is partly why I pulled over. So right here it says traditional water. I'm assuming it means traditional water, like maybe a well or something. Is it that building there? Not sure, but it is almost a ghost town. There is the rental car, 35 euros, $40 per day. I've had it now for 12 days. I called my rental company Sixt at the Athens airport and added 4 more days, which means that as of now, I should be returning it in 2 days on Monday evening. I could extend it if I want, but that will make a total of 2 weeks of exploring the Peloponnese and Lefkada Island and around there. And so I think that I will likely go ahead and return it and get on with the next phase of the journey after that. But anyways, here we go, the road to Monemvasia. And here we go, Monemvasia, the English part graffitied out there. But that is a really striking image of that mountain peninsula with a little strip of land connecting it to the mainland. Hotel Castro. So I am seeing a castle up on top. I'm not sure yet if that is the main castle or... I know you can go hike up on top of it. But my first time here, so I'm not exactly sure where to go. If I'm supposed to just go straight over to that peninsula thing, if that's where it's all happening. so I shall figure it out. This part of town is looking just typical. Alright, let's drive across the bridge. Monemvasia Castro. It's definitely a little busier here than Peloponnese. So the town is actually up ahead. We haven't seen it yet. And the sea here is the Meadow Sea. Never heard of that before. And then the Aegean further to the east. So just poking around here for a second to see what there is to see. I think that ultimately you want to get up there on top of the mountain, which looks like a very, very intense hike. Unless there's some easier way to do it on the other side, but that is a dramatic mountain there. And beautiful vineyards, I guess. Olive trees. Not sure what this is, if it's a hotel. There's a bus that says Lazaretto Hotel. And I can see part of the castle there hanging on the side of the cliff. Okay, I guess we'll be seeing it around the corner here. Okay, you can see the castle better now. It's down lower right there. Okay. So there's a tunnel up ahead. I'm not clear on whether you park inside the town or maybe this is the end of the road. I think so. Yeah, not going to be driving into that little tunnel. Okay, now I need to find a place to park. So I found a parking spot not too far away. Here we have a sign for a footpath. From here starts a beautiful and easy to walk path leading to the bridge in about 20 minutes. So I guess if you don't want to walk along the road back that way, you can take this path. Up there you can see the castle walls. And so here is a painting, I guess, of the, I don't know if that's called an Acropolis, but similar to the Acropolis in Athens, big hill with ancient ruins on top. And so the bridge is over here. You drive along here and then park, and then there is the tunnel entrance through the old city walls into Monemvasia. And then it looks like that is probably a walking path up there to get up on top, and then a church, and then I guess you can walk around up there. So it is looking like it is going to be quite an incredible experience. And it looks like you can get here by bus. Or bike. Okay, here we go, into the tunnel. And entering the city. Wow. So what I'm not sure about yet is if there are hotels inside here where you can stay. It's looking like it. Casa Felicia. Art Hotel. Oh. Interesting. Yeah, looking like lots of hotels here. And it is really, truly remarkable. Church of Ayos Antonios, 1690 to 1715, built in the Venetian occupation period. So we will be learning much more about the history as we explore around, smelling some really, really good smells. Some kind of food being cooked up. Okay, wow. I hadn't watched a video beforehand or anything, just looked at images, and so I didn't realize that it was a purely pedestrian zone. So I will need to decide, am I going to stay here tonight or continue on? That restaurant smells good. Nice little square. Let's see what's on the sign here, get a little more information, I guess, about this church. A three-aisled basilica with dome. The original building phase most probably dates to early Christian period, 6th to 7th centuries. Some part of it was built in the 11th to 12th centuries, and in 1538, Georgios Kougaidas constructed the buttresses on the exterior. I guess you can't see inside this one for now. Wine tasting. Church of the Panaya Chrysophatissa. Another tunnel. And it's actually nice to see that it's kind of busy here. Just to not feel like you're the only tourist, as I was on Elefanisos Island. I'm sure that's in the middle of summer, man. This place must be just completely swamped. Old columns. This is truly a unique and just really gorgeous old town. So well preserved. I wonder to what extent it has been restored. I'm guessing a lot. Eastern Wall Lighthouse. Okay, well let's try to figure out how to get up on top of the mountain. Nice artwork on that fountain. And so this might be a good sign. That looks like Castro. Let's see if it goes through. Heading in the right direction. It is going to be an intense hike, especially at 2:30 in the afternoon on a sunny day. Yesterday would have been a better day to do this hike with the hazy, cloudy skies, but it looks more spectacular with the sunshine. Looks like an old church here. Sign all faded. Yeah, altars. Very, very shiny, slippery rocks. Imagine the millions and millions of feet that have walked over these stones over the past thousands of years. Really amazing. Making progress. Looking forward to exploring around on top. That's going to be really, really interesting. And here we go, through another tunnel, and a gate, and up there, a very, very old-looking plaque. Under the two periods of Ottoman rule, 1540 to 1690 and 1715 to 1821, the castle town's civic and religious buildings were converted into Muslim mosques. In fact, the Church of Hagia Sophia, located in the upper town, so that is where we are now, was converted into a mosque twice. Central Gate Complex. Down the passage of centuries, the Central Gate Complex leading to the upper town played a crucial role in the castle town's defense. Its individual spaces served the needs of each ruler's garrison and were subject to multiple interventions, each intervention corresponding to some segment of the castle town's life from Byzantine to modern times. The Ottoman traveler Evliya Çelebi 1688 describes the interior of the gate as an area at which people stopped to rest and have a respite, and as a sort of club for the fort's garrison, where the walls were decorated with various pieces of weaponry. Vaulted room without lighting, in use as a prison. Probably up to the first decades of the 20th century. Whoa. Oh man, it's teeny. two-aisled vaulted church. It was built in late Byzantine times, initially as an aisleless building with blind arches. At a later date, possibly during the Second Venetian rule, 1690 to 1715. So that was after the first period of Ottoman rule, and then 1715, the Ottomans took over again. Church of Hagia Sophia, or Hagia Sophia, octagonal domed church, built in the 12th century, 1149 to 1150. Its sculpture decoration dates back to the 12th century, and wall paintings belong to the late 12th, early 13th century. Literary and oral tradition link the church with Emperor Andronicos II Palaiologos, 1282 to 1328. It is identified as the church dedicated to the Virgin Hodegetria, mentioned in historical documents. After the Greek War of Independence, 1821, so that's when they kicked out the Ottomans, it was dedicated to the Holy Wisdom of God, because it was considered to be a faithful copy of Hagia Sophia in Constantinople. Continuing the climb up to the top of the mountain. Okay, looks like we've arrived at the tippy top. Citadel, a Byzantine fortress, 1690 to 1715, used as a munitions store by the Venetians. So Byzantine is before that, until the Second World War. Wow. 1407 to 1448. More walls down there. Wow. What a place to build an old city. I guess this mountain was about the most obvious spot ever to build a castle. Incredible views looking out at the Mitoan Sea. Down there is Kythera Island. Probably can't see it, that's probably more of the Laconia Peninsula, is this eastern peninsula of the Peloponnese. So I was just at Elefonisos and really want to go to Kythera as well, but decided to hold off on that for now. Wrap up this road trip, as I said, in a couple of days, and plan to go back to Kythera and be prepared to spend 4 or 5 days there. It sounds really nice, and you can get there by ferry from Athens or even by a flight. So I will hold off on that island for now. A very, very dark room, even in the middle of the afternoon on a sunny day. Okay, well, it is now 3:30 in the afternoon. There's much daylight left. I think that I'm going to make some progress driving back north. So the Athens airport is about a 4-hour drive away from here, but I plan to make some more stops, including Nafplio. Looks like an amazing city. That is about 3 hours away, and so I'm not sure if I will make it there today. We shall see. There are so many other places to see on the Peloponnese. There are a few other spots that I have in mind, but I want to limit driving too far out of the way. Some of the places that I'd really love to see are in the middle of the Peloponnese, winding mountain roads. It'll be more hours out of the way and then coming back, and so going to skip some places and save them for the next time. So we shall see. Maybe I will make another interesting stop or two along the drive today, but for now, going to get focused on cruising and complete the circle of my 2-week Peloponnesian road trip. But still more coming from Greece.